Hello, my name is Associate Professor WesImms, and I'm a Lead Chief Investigator on the Innovative Learning Environments and Teacher Change Project, or ILETC. I'd like to welcome Rose de Hauteville, who works for Steelcase's Workspace Futures program in Hong Kong. Rose has contributed extensively to both this presentation, but together with his colleague Hafiz, more significantly to the research that underpins the material within this presentation. ILETC is an Australian Research Council linkage project established to assist teachers to better utilise what we call innovative learning environments, or ILEs. And by better use, we mean we wish to improve student learning through teachers consciously using the learning environment and the affordances of that environment, such as its furniture, as one part of their pedagogic toolkit. So in this large ARC, we've got 17 industry partners that range from schools to large corporations. And so this presentation actually very briefly overviews one output from ILETC, which was the conceptualization and the creating of its spatial typologies. But specifically, excuse me, we wish to describe how one partner, Steelcase, played a pivotal part in the development of our furniture typology. So to explain typologies a little bit, we carried from previous learn research the knowledge that some concepts about space, environments, and teaching in those spaces were hard for many teachers to come to grips with. An example would be the massive different designs that exist and how confusing they can be when we're trying to talk about them. So it's now inaccurate to say that actually spaces are either traditional or open plan. The reality is a massive hybrid designs exist in between those polarized opposites that can focus on things like this picture, the self-directed learning, or working across multiple settings, or being engaged in learning through teachers using didactic through to highly individualized pedagogies. So some time back, Learn developed a design typology to simplify this complexity of design types. And in ILETC, we quickly found that teachers could use this simplified and highly graphic information as a way into much more complex conversations. We'd consistently have schools say to us, our school is a type D or maybe a type E design, and what we are finding is, etc., etc. So the design typology acted as a portal into difficult conversations. Its role was critical in the early stages of thinking about ILEs to simplify their complex array of designs and to build a common understanding and lexicon for teachers, designers, and administrators. Such was the usefulness of the design typology that we realised we needed to have similar graphic simplifications of other key ILE concepts. One would be pedagogy, another ICT, another acoustics, and of course another important one would be furniture. The challenge lay in keeping these typologies simple, but breaking something complex down to its most simplified structure ironically requires a great deal of specialist knowledge, we found. For the design and pedagogy typologies, this task was achievable because of ILETC's architecture and educational expertise. But we were not experts in furniture design, nor acoustics, nor ICT. So again, as often happened in this project, our research partners came to the fore. Microsoft assisted with ICT, Echofon with acoustics, and Steelcase with furniture. These companies brought to ILETC impressive banks of knowledge and communication skills in their specialist areas. Today we focus on one, the ILETC furniture typology summarised in this brief video.
Without a doubt, furniture is one element of any learning space that can be relatively easily adapted for greater learning effect. Our research shows, however, that furniture is rarely moved for pedagogical reasons. It's also one element of the learning space that is often considered static. It's simply there. It's used as it exists, and its potential to allow for improved learning is not often part of teachers' thinking. In collaboration with our research partners, Steelcase Education, Our team has adopted still cases alone together and public-private four-way matrix into our spatial furniture typology. The first axis concerns the student, the second, the space. This arrangement simplifies what can be a very complex set of possibilities. It reduces the mass of possible furniture and possible furniture arrangements into four learning potentials that arguably covers all student needs. It provides examples of furniture and furniture arrangements that still cases research indicates maximises those learning needs. Private or alone furniture provides isolation, being arranged in a way that allows the student to immerse themselves in highly individualised learning. It's characterised by furniture and furniture arrangements that allow for private working in private spaces, single-use work surfaces, seating that isolates and protects privacy. Private or together furniture provides a degree of isolation, but is arranged in a way where students are able to share, communicate and explore ideas with others around them if needed. It's characterised by furniture and furniture arrangements that allow for public use of private technologies, usable work surfaces that allow for some privacy, and seating that protects privacy without shutting out those around. Public or alone is furniture that recognise the students need to retreat to learn well, but often in spaces that are highly populated. It's characterised by booths, isolation chairs and the like, arranged in public spaces such as learning commons. And together or public is furniture that facilitates group work and collaboration, arranged in a way that is open to all and situated in communal settings. It's characterised by shared tables, low back seating, a variety of work surfaces arranged in small group and larger group settings. The spatial furniture typology provides a template for best furniture and best furniture arrangements that match genres of desired learning. The examples in the typology show some specialised furniture, but the concepts are basic and not beyond being constructed using the repertoire of furniture available in many schools.
So that's one example of a typology. The role of these was to distill complex phenomena to their essential core characteristics so that teachers can then go to specialised sources to learn more about the areas in which they find or feel that they might be deficit. In what ways then did Stillcase and ILETC collaborate on the development of this typology? First, Stillcase brought to ILETC enormous amounts of specialist knowledge. Through workshops, Zoom meetings, exchanges of draft documents, Stillcase was able to gain an understanding of ILETC's research priorities, and they're able to access their own data bank of resources to push the project ahead in a highly informed manner. Second, Stillcase provided access to high levels of expertise. Company specialists were able to be seconded to the typologies project to brainstorm, to analyse the needs, to link Stillcase's knowledge to the challenge being faced by the project, and even to extend that output to practical examples, seen here as one of the 6 areas set up by Stillcase to test the furniture typology concept at our 2019 ILETC Transitions Conference. But the third point, generous collaborations like these need to be balanced by concern. In the name of research partnerships, to what degree do industries like Stillcase give away valuable knowledge? How is this balanced by reciprocal advantages? Stillcase, after all, is a business, and it's a business in a highly competitive market. It needs to protect its IP, but it also wants to contribute to new knowledge. So some of those advantages that are cited by Ambrose and Stillcase include access to emerging thinking and resources, establishing the fact that they are a research-based company, that they wish to use research evidence to build their company, that they use partnerships like ILETC as a mechanism for futures looking. Importantly, they see themselves as being part of a large family of industries doing this work, experts working with other experts. The reality, Ambrose says, is that Stillcase is partnering not only the university, but also the other partner organisations. I hope this really short video helps to highlight the fact that Learn exists due to generous partnerships like these. Thanks must go to Ambrose and Hafiz and to the Steelcase USA for making this partnership so successful. Thank you.